The planet was called Eden 3, but it was far from paradise. This colony was Earth's most distant outpost. It was small, weak, and forgotten. Only 4,000 people lived there. They had no army, no spaceships, and no high-tech weapons. Most of them were scientists, farmers, and builders. They had come to Eden 3 to start a new life, but life was hard. The planet's weather was rough. Storms came fast. Wild animals attacked at night. Supplies from Earth came once every 6 months. The colony had only one defense system, an old shield tower that sometimes stopped meteors. It was never tested in a real war. Governor Alina Cross, the colony leader, stood at the top of the watchtower looking into the sky. She was worried. A strange signal had come in the night before. The signal was not human. It was repeating the same message in an unknown language. The tech team didn't understand it. They were afraid. Maybe it's nothing, her assistant said. Alina shook her head. No, it's something, and it's coming closer. That evening, the sky changed. 3 black shapes appeared above the clouds. They were not from Earth. They floated slowly but with purpose. The colony's radar showed the ships were large, bigger than any ship made by humans. Alina sent out a level 5 alert. That had never happened before. People ran to their homes. Parents held their children. Farmers dropped their tools. Even the bravest colonists felt fear. No one had weapons. No one was trained to fight. A message came from the alien ships. It played on every screen. It was loud and sharp, like metal scraping glass. Then a deep voice spoke in perfect English. This land now belongs to the Zarn Empire. Surrender or be destroyed. Silence. Alina gathered her advisors in the central dome. We don't even know what they want, one man said. They want the planet, Alina replied. And we are, in their way. The colony had no fleet. No help was coming. Earth was too far. The nearest human base was weeks away. The colony was truly alone, but Alina would not give up. We still have a chance, she said. We know the land. We have smart people. And we have each other. Her voice was calm but strong. It gave people hope. In a small building near the forest edge, an old engineer named Malik Reyes searched through crates. He was once a military tech before retirement. He opened one box marked Project Guardian. Inside was a broken device from an old Earth war, a power core with strange markings. He turned it on. It hummed quietly. A blue light glowed. Maybe, he whispered. Just maybe this can help us. Meanwhile, the alien ships began to move. One of them released a probe. It scanned the colony from above. Every colonist felt like a target. Lights flickered. Communications failed. The power grid started to collapse. Something was jamming their systems. In the dark, people lit candles and gathered together. Stories of Earth's past victories were whispered. They talked about soldiers who fought against stronger enemies, about human spirit, about never giving up. That night, the stars above Eden 3 seemed closer, but more dangerous. Then something strange happened. An old satellite, long thought broken, started to send a message. It was a warning, an emergency signal. Unidentified ships detected, threat level extreme, activate emergency defense protocol. But there was no defense protocol, or so they thought. Alina looked at the message. Where is this coming from? She asked. A young tech named Leon answered, from the underground vault. Section 17B, it's locked. No one has gone there in years. Alina's eyes narrowed. We go there now. They rushed to the vault. It was deep under the colony, a forgotten part of the old ship that first brought them here. Inside was darkness, dust, and a metal door. The words on the door were half broken. Earth Defense Module, authorized use only. Behind that door something waited. A chance? A weapon? A trap? As Alina reached out to open it, a deep rumble echoed across the sky. The alien ships were charging their weapons. A countdown had begun. They had 7 minutes. The metal door opened, slowly. Behind it, thick dust filled the air. Old lights flickered. Pipes ran along the walls, and strange machines sat in silence. The place hadn't been touched in over 20 years. Governor Alina Cross stepped inside with her small team. Leon the tech, Malik the engineer, and 2 security officers with old laser pistols. This place was part of the original landing ship, Malik said. It was sealed after we settled. In the center of the room was a strange pod, long, silver, and glowing faint blue. Leon tapped a screen beside it. It lit up, showing Earth's symbol and old military codes. Earth Defense Protocol Guardian-class weapon, status dormant. Alina looked at Malik. Can we wake it up? He nodded slowly. Maybe, but it needs power. A lot of it. Back above ground, alarms began to scream. The alien ships had moved into attack position. One of them fired a green beam. It struck the outer farms. In seconds, the fields exploded into fire. Buildings turned to ash. People screamed and ran. The first attack had begun. Aliens called the Zarn moved fast. They dropped from their ships, in small attack crafts, fast, black, and shaped like arrows. Each one carried 2 or 3 insect-like warriors. Tall, armored, eyes glowing red. They didn't speak. They just destroyed. Colonists had no real weapons. Only hand tools and a few old laser rifles. They tried to fight. Some stood their ground, protecting children and elders. Others ran toward the mountains or deep forest. In the control room, Alina saw it all through the colony's failing camera system. She clenched her fists. We have to buy time, she said. Malik, how long to power the weapon? 7 minutes. Maybe less, he answered. Leon added, but the power core is unstable. If it fails, it could explode. Alina nodded. It's a risk we'll take. She turned to her 2 guards. Take teams, slow them down, use traps, block roads, anything. Outside, brave colonists formed resistance squads. They used what they had, flamethrowers from farming tools, energy spikes from mining drills, even old hover carts turned into battering rams. They fought in streets, tunnels, and rooftops. Smoke filled the sky. In one street, a 15-year-old girl named Kara helped an old man escape while dodging alien fire. In another zone, 2 miners dropped a building's support beams to trap alien warriors. The colony was bleeding, but fighting. Back in the vault, Malik connected the weapon to the power core. Sparks flew. The room shook. Lights blinked red, then green. Charging. 5 minutes remaining. Alina stared at the screen. She could hear the fighting getting closer. Then, boom! The ground shook. A Zarn soldier had breached the outer wall. It was massive, nearly 8 feet tall with 4 arms and sharp blades. Its armor was dark gold. It looked like a war god. It roared and began to cut through the vault doors. Alina grabbed an old shock rifle. Leon and Malik stood behind her. They knew this might be the end. Don't stop the charge, Alina ordered. Even if I fall, Malik shouted. Weapon at 40%, just hold on. The creature broke through. Its red eyes glowed. It screamed and charged. Alina fired once, twice. Sparks bounced off its armor. Then Kara appeared from behind, holding a glowing metal rod she'd found in the wreckage. She ran at the Zarn and stabbed it between the armor plates. The creature shrieked and fell, shaking the ground. Everyone stared at the girl. I saw it in a dream, Kara whispered. This weapon was waiting for us. Malik looked at the girl, then at the glowing pod. 3 minutes left, he said. Outside, the battle was turning worse. Colonists fell. Fires burned homes. The last shield tower was down. The Zarn were closing in. But inside the vault, the light grew brighter. Weapon charge 90%, 95%, ready in 60 seconds. Alina stepped toward the pod. When it's ready, we strike. Not just to survive, but to show them who we are. The glowing pod pulsed like a heartbeat. The room felt alive. Warm wind blew from the machine's vents. The floor vibrated under their feet. Lights across the pod turned green one by one. Weapon online. Guardian-class unit ready. Governor. Alina Cross, Malik, Kara, and Leon stared in silence. No one knew exactly what this weapon was, but Earth had hidden it for a reason. Then the pod opened. A tall silver suit of armor stood inside. Almost human in shape, 7 feet tall, powerful arms, glowing lines down its chest. Its helmet had no face, only a glowing blue visor. "It a robot?" Leon asked. "No," Malik said slowly. "It's a mech suit for a human pilot." Alina stepped forward. "Can someone control it?" Kara looked up. "I think it's waiting for you." They all turned toward her. Malik raised an eyebrow. "Why do you say that?" Kara spoke softly. "In my dream I saw it. This machine wasn't made just for war. It was made to protect. But it only works with someone who fights for others. Not for power." Alina didn't wait. She stepped into the pod. Metal arms moved, cables connected. The suit closed around her like armor. The lights turned brighter. Pilot accepted, neural link established. Alina gasped as her vision changed. She could see everything. The layout of the colony, every sound, every threat. The suit connected her mind to the battlefield. Guardian unit activated. She stepped out of the pod, now taller, stronger, her voice echoing with power. "This is Alina Cross," she said through the colony's speakers. "I'm not hiding anymore. We fight now. All of us." Colonists across Eden 3 heard her. They had lost hope. But now they stood again. They saw her on the screen, armored, glowing, fearless. She was their symbol, their guardian. Outside, the Zarn ships began charging weapons again. Another strike was coming. This one could destroy the colony. But Alina was ready. She moved like lightning. The suit responded to her thoughts. She jumped from the vault roof and landed in the street with a crash. The ground cracked beneath her. Colonists cheered. 2 Zarn warriors charged. Alina lifted her hand. A blue energy pulse blasted from her palm and sent them flying. Inside the suit, data streamed across her vision. Targets, weak spots, energy levels. She wasn't just wearing a suit, she was part of it. Leon shouted from the control room. "More dropships incoming. Over Sector 4. Alina turned and ran, each step faster than a vehicle. She jumped onto a burning building, then leaped into the sky. She landed on a Zarn dropship mid-air and drove her fist through the metal hull. The ship exploded in a ball of fire. Below, Malik and Kara worked to reactivate the colony's old satellites. They needed to track enemy movement. Kara found strange code hidden in the system, very old, not human. "This weapon wasn't just built by Earth," she whispered. "Someone helped them. Someone ancient." Malik looked at the code. "This isn't just Earth tech. This is precursor technology." Meanwhile, deep in the alien flagship, the Zarn commander watched the battle. His name was Vorak of the Blood Order. His eyes burned with rage. "This was supposed to be easy," he growled. "A weak colony. No defenses." Scout approached. "The humans have activated the Guardian." Vorak slammed his fist into the wall. "Then we will burn it down, all of it. Prepare the core bomb." The final attack was coming. Back on Eden 3, Alina stood in the center of the colony. Her armor cracked and smoked from battle, but she didn't fall. She looked at the sky. "They're coming again, bigger this time." Kara's voice came through the speaker. "We found something, a signal, a message hidden in the weapon systems. It's a warning." Alina asked, "A warning about what?" Kara replied, "This weapon was used once before, on a human colony, and it destroyed everything, even the people it was meant to protect." The room went quiet. Everyone looked at Alina. "Then we must be careful," she said. "Strong enough to win, wise enough to survive." In the sky, the alien mothership began to open. A black sphere dropped toward the ground, glowing red, spinning, humming with deadly energy. The core bomb had been released. They had only minutes left. The black sphere spun as it dropped from the alien mothership. It was the core bomb, a powerful weapon that could erase everything in seconds. Governor Alina Cross, inside the Guardian armor, watched it fall through the clouds. Her mind raced. The colony had only minutes left. Inside the command center, Kara screamed into the mic. "That's not just a bomb, it's a planet breaker." Malik added, "If it hits the ground, nothing will survive. Not just the colony, the whole planet will burn." Alina stood still for a moment. Then she spoke. "We stop it. Now." "But how?" Kara asked. Alina looked at the data streaming through her visor. The Guardian suit had energy shields, pulse cannons, and jump boosters. But it could not survive a direct hit from the bomb, not alone. "Then we don't do it alone," she said. "We fight together." Alina sent a message to every colonist, scientists, miners, builders, even children who could carry tools. "This is our home. We're not just fighting for Eden 3. We're fighting for the future, for Earth, for all of humanity. I need you. All of you." Hope returned like fire in the blood. People who had once felt helpless began moving. Teams formed. Across the colony, engineers set traps. Builders blocked roads with heavy machines. Farmers dug deep trenches with laser plows. Kids carried parts and water. Even injured colonists joined the plan. The colony became a war machine. Malik pointed to the screens. "If we can slow the bomb just 5 seconds, I can redirect the defense satellites. They have enough energy left for one shot, one chance." 5 seconds, Alina said. "That's all I need," Leon added. "We'll guide you through. The Guardian's jetpack might give you one last boost." Outside, alien warriors poured into the streets. The Zarn were getting desperate. They wanted to make sure the bomb reached the ground without delay. Colonists fought harder than ever. In one alley, 2 miners used explosives to block alien reinforcements. In the forest, teenagers lured enemy scouts into traps made of spike vines. On the rooftops, Kara and Leon used signal repeaters to keep Alina connected to every team. Alina leapt from roof to roof, smashing Zarn with power punches and shockwaves. She moved like thunder. Her armor cracked, but her spirit didn't. Then she looked up. The core bomb was only 500 meters above the ground. It glowed hotter than the sun. It left a trail of fire as it fell. Alina felt its energy. Pure destruction. Kara's voice came through. "This is it. One shot." Alina triggered the jump boosters. Her suit blasted into the air, cutting through smoke and wind. She flew straight at the bomb. At the last second, boom! A Zarn fighter hit her from the side. She spun out of control and crashed into the side of a building. Her armor sparked. Her energy dropped. She couldn't move. "No, no, no," Malik shouted. "We're losing her signal." Alina tried to stand. Her body screamed in pain. The suit was damaged. The jetpack was offline. The bomb was falling closer. Then Kara's voice came back, calm and clear. "Don't stop, Alina. Remember your promise. We fight. Together." Alina looked around. On the rooftops, she saw them. Colonists pointing mirrors and light panels into the sky. Not random. A path. They were guiding her. She rerouted power to the legs. She ran again, faster, past explosions, past fire, past fear. She reached the top of the central tower. The bomb was just above her now, 50 meters. Alina raised her arms. "Malik, now!" Malik redirected the defense satellites. They aligned. Locking on! The Guardian suit charged its last energy. Alina jumped. 3 seconds. She punched the core bomb mid-air, the full force. The bomb slowed. The satellite fired a blinding white beam from space. Direct hit. The core bomb exploded. In the sky. A massive light filled the clouds, but no fire reached the ground. Eden 3 was saved. The shockwave knocked Alina out of the air. She crashed into the side of a tower and tumbled down. Silence. Everyone waited. Then, she stood, her armor broken, her body tired, but alive. Smoke rose over Eden 3. The sky was still glowing from the destroyed core bomb. Pieces of alien metal rained down like ash. The ground shook, but the colony stood. Governor Alina Cross lay still in her cracked armor. Her vision was blurry. Her suit systems were failing. Sparks flew from the chest plate. Warnings blinked red across her visor. Power at 3%. Weapon systems offline. Armor integrity. Critical. She took a deep breath and stood up. Across the city, colonists cheered. She's alive. She stopped the bomb. Children ran from shelters. Fighters raised their fists. Even wounded colonists smiled. Hope, real hope, returned. But the war wasn't over. In the alien mothership above, Zarn Commander Vorak of the Blood Order slammed his clawed hand onto the control table. She stopped the core? No. Impossible. His second-in-command trembled. The humans are uniting, sir. We lost over 200 warriors. Vorak growled. Then we crush them now. Full invasion. No more games. Outside the colony, black portals opened. Dozens of new alien ships emerged. The sky turned dark. Ground forces marched in. Larger, stronger Zarn, with heavy weapons and spiked armor. Malik watched the radar screen. It's the final wave. If we don't stop this, we're finished, Kara spoke through the speaker. The Guardian is too damaged. Alina can't fight alone anymore. Alina heard them standing in the middle of the street. Her armor sparked, but her heart didn't stop. Then I won't be alone. She opened a private channel to every colonist. You all saw what we can do when we fight together. Now, it's time to end this. Not just survive. Win. Miners brought out heavy drills turned into rail cannons. Engineers activated defense turrets long buried. Teenagers flew small drones with homemade bombs. Farmers drove armored tractors into battle. Even children helped carry supplies. Kara and Malik worked fast in the tech bunker. Kara unlocked one last file from the Guardian's memory. Something called the Echo Protocol. It's a replication signal, she said. It can project copies of the Guardian's systems into other machines. Malik's eyes widened. Are you saying we can build more Guardians? Yes. Not perfect ones, but enough. Together, they sent the signal. Across the colony, heavy machines, harvesters, diggers, transport bots, lit up. They reformed. Grew armor plates, gained weapons. 5 new Echo Guardians stood ready. Not as strong as Alina's, but powerful enough to fight. Alina looked up as the first new Guardian joined her side, piloted by a young miner named Juno, then another, controlled by Leon, and more, brave colonists stepping into the fight. Now, it wasn't one Guardian. It was a team. The final battle began. The Zarn charged, their warriors roaring. Laser fire lit the sky. Blades clashed. Explosions shook the mountains, but the colonists held their ground. Alina led the charge. She used her last strength to shield others. Her broken armor still moved, powered by will. Juno's Echo Guardian smashed through a line of enemy walkers. Leon used hers to launch EMP bursts, disabling alien shields. Kara guided drone swarms from the rooftops, hitting enemy leaders. Malik coordinated strikes from the command tower, tracking enemy movements and sending reinforcements where needed. One by one, the Zarn lines broke. Even Vorak, in his command ship, began to see it. They were supposed to be weak, he whispered. But humanity was never weak, only underestimated, as the last enemy ship fell and the final Zarn warrior was defeated. A quiet calm returned. The battlefield was filled with smoke, dust, and broken machines. Then, silence. And then, cheering. People hugged, cried, laughed. Families reunited. Fighters dropped weapons and held each other. They had done the impossible. Eden 3, the forgotten colony, had won, not with power, not with numbers, but with unity, and the will to fight back. The battlefield was quiet now. Eden 3 stood in smoke and dust, but it was still standing. Bodies of Zarn warriors lay across the valley. Alien ships burned in the sky. The blackened ground marked where the final battle was fought. But the colony had survived. Governor Alina Cross sat beside her broken Guardian suit. She had removed the helmet. Her face was bruised, cut, tired, but her eyes burned with victory. All across the colony, people began rebuilding. Children brought water to the wounded. Engineers repaired defense walls. Farmers cleared the fields. The Echo Guardians stood, silent now, honored like statues, symbols of hope. In the command center, Kara worked on the satellite uplink. Dust covered her hands, but her fingers didn't stop. "We have to send a signal," she said. "To Earth?" Malik asked. Kara nodded. "To Earth. To everyone. They need to know." Malik looked at the broken control panel. The long range. "Array is half dead. Can it even reach?" Kara smiled. "We don't need to send much. Just truth." She connected the uplink. The satellite slowly turned. Static filled the room. The power flickered, and then locked on. "Signal ready. Channel open." Alina stepped forward. Her voice was calm, steady. She spoke into the mic, not just to Earth, but to every human world across the stars. "This is Governor Alina Cross of Eden 3. Our colony was attacked by the Zarn Empire, without warning, without mercy. They thought we were weak, forgotten, alone. But we were not weak, and we were never alone. We stood together, farmers, builders, children, even broken machines. We fought back, we bled, we survived. We are not just a colony anymore. We are a message. To every human listening, your strength does not come from weapons. It comes from unity, from will, from standing when others fall. To our enemies, you failed, and we are still here." She stepped back. Kara sent the message. It flew across space, past moons, stars, black holes, until it reached Earth, and beyond Earth. To every colony, every outpost, every ship, and even to the Zarn homeworld. On the human homeworld, screens lit up. News anchors gasped. Families stopped to watch. Soldiers stood at attention. On the Zarn battlecruiser, Vorak sat in the dark, defeated. A low voice whispered behind him. They were supposed to break. He didn't answer. Because the truth was clear now. Humans did not break. They evolved. They united. And now, they were awake. Back on Eden 3, the people gathered in the town square. A statue was being built, not of a hero, but of a guardian. A symbol of what they became when they fought as one. Children placed flowers at the base. Alina stood beside Malik, Kara, and Leon. "What now?" Leon asked. Alina looked at the stars. "Now, we rebuild. Then we warn others. Then we make sure this never happens again," Kara added. "We're not just a colony anymore. We're a spark." Malik smiled. "A spark that may light a fire across the galaxy. And above them, the stars shined brighter than ever, because now, humanity was watching back."